Welcome to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, the #1 podcast and resource for Black entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and Black Entrepreneur Blueprint was created specifically to educate and inspire Black entrepreneurs to launch, build, and grow successful, sustainable businesses. Join us as we help build an economic power base in the worldwide Black community by building and supporting Black-owned businesses. If you're currently an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur, you're invited to join us each and every week here at Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Welcome to the BEB family and get ready to elevate your entrepreneur IQ. Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, episode number 592. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and today we have another outstanding and informative show in store for you. Today's show topic is the AI prompt framework every business must have to be successful. The AI prompt framework that every business must have to be successful. So as you know, guys, AI isn't coming, it's already here. And the entrepreneurs who learn how to use it strategically are going to dominate over the next decade and then some. So in this episode, we're going to talk about the ultimate AI prompt framework that every business needs to boost productivity, create better marketing, and unlock your next level of profits. But before we get to today's show content, let me just share a few things with the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint family. First and foremost, I want to welcome all first-time listeners to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Welcome to the BEB family. Please stick around until the end of today's broadcast, and I'm going to share all my social media contact information and resource links, such as the link 24/7 AI Sales Agent, 247AISalesAgent.com. Guys, make sure you go to the website. We're talking about AI today, but you need to use AI to leverage your business and generate more sales. So if you are in the service business, or matter of fact, any business, you don't want to miss any calls. Missed calls means missed opportunities, means missed revenues. Now, the 24/7 AI sales agent can answer your phone calls, SMS, text messages, website live chat, email, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. It's basically a 7-in-1 AI sales agent that can actually book you appointments and create qualified leads for you. So if you are not around and you can't get to the phone, say you're a landscaper. I call my landscaper all the time. Where does it go? Straight to voicemail. So go to 247AISalesAgent.com for more information. That's 247AISalesAgent.com. Also, don't forget to utilize the website, BlackEntrepreneurBlueprint.com. We have free resources to help you elevate your entrepreneur IQ. Make sure you go to the website. There is a drop down under the Learn tab. And under that drop down, we have all types of free resources for scaling your business, marketing, strategy and mindset, e-commerce, everything you need to move your business from point A to B. So make sure you guys take advantage of these resources. Now, let's get ready for today's show content. So once again, guys, AI isn't coming. It's already here. And it's not replacing entrepreneurs, guys. It's actually empowering the smart ones. So if you know how to use it and leverage it, it's just going to be a benefit for you. But there's a secret that a lot of people miss out. And AI is really only as good as the prompts that you give it. So if you give it a weak prompt or a bad prompt, guess what? You're going to get weak results. And that's the difference between scaling and growing your business and not being able to leverage AI. So if you structure your prompt right, AI can actually become your marketing intern, your strategist, your copywriter, whatever, all rolled up into one. So today I'm going to show you exactly how to structure the perfect AI prompt using a single 4-part framework that I use for my own business. And it's pretty simple. Also, all of this content, guys, if you're not able to write it down, just go to the website, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Under episode 592, we will have the show notes, and I'll give you the 4-part AI prompt framework where you can actually look at it, copy it, and then obviously put it to use and utilize it and start leveraging AI technology. So 4-part AI prompt framework. Part number 1 is the role. Define who AI should be. Part number 1 is role. What role does AI play? The first step is to assign AI a specific role. AI has to know what part they're playing. So you have to tell it who to become before you tell it what to do. So when you say, for example, act as a master copywriter who specializes in creating high converting sales funnels, you're just not giving it directions. You're actually giving it a role and you're giving it context. And that's super important, to give AI the context. I'm going to repeat that. Act as a master copywriter who specializes in creating high converting sales funnels. So this tells AI, be it ChatGPT, what lens to use, what tone to take, and what level of expertise to respond with. Okay, remember, always be specific about the role. This is a tip. Don't say act as a marketer. Instead, say act as a digital marketing strategist who helps small businesses grow through email automation or whatever it is. And what this does, guys, it instantly upgrades your results from average to expert level. So that was part 1, role. Part 2, goal. Define what you want to achieve. Next, you have to tell AI, what is your end goal? What do you actually want to accomplish? Now, for example, it could be my goal is to generate more leads for my coaching business, or my goal is to write engaging Instagram captions that build brand awareness, or something like my goal is to create a sales script that converts more prospects into buyers. Now, what this does, guys, is it helps AI stay aligned with your outcome. So without a clear goal, AI might give you content that sounds good, but doesn't move the needle, doesn't make people move from point A to point B. Now, here's a tip. You want to state your goal like you would a team member on your staff. You want to be clear, concise, and outcome focused. So number 2, goal. Define what you want to achieve. And what I see a lot of when I do my coaching is I see very generic AI prompts. And once again, the old saying, garbage in equals garbage out. So you have to define what the role that you, the goal that you want to achieve. And that's number 2. So number 1 is role. Number 2 is goal. Number 3, the task. Tell AI exactly what to do. Tell AI exactly what to do. Now that AI knows who it is and what your goal is, you need to tell it the exact task. And you want to be specific as possible about what you want created. For example, you could say something like write a 3-email welcome sequence for my new subscribers. Or you could say something like create 10 social media post ideas that position me as an authority. Or something like draft a 60-second video script that promotes my new lead magnet. Something specific. That what is the task? Tell AI exactly what to do. Now, this is a big spot where most people go wrong. They give like vague commands like write something or help me with marketing. And AI, they don't guess well. Remember, it's grabbing from the web. It's grabbing content. So you have to be very specific. Okay. So the more specific you are, the better your output. So here's a tip for task. Break big tasks into smaller ones. And instead of writing my marketing plan, try outline the 5 key marketing strategies I should focus on for my business model. So you want to break it down. And remember, AI, especially ChatGPT, and that's basically what I'm talking about right now, is it's a conversational type back and forth. So it's going to remember the conversation unless you start a new chat. So number 3 is task. Tell AI exactly what to do. So once again, now that AI knows who it is and what your goal is, now you need to tell it exactly what to do. What's the task? And be specific as possible about what you want created. Number 4, and we're talking about the 4-part AI prompt framework. So number 1 is role. Number 2 is goal. Number 3 is task. And number 4, information. Give AI the data it needs. Okay. So this is one of the most underrated parts of the framework. So AI can only make sense of what you feed it. So if you don't feed it anything or give it anything to learn, then it's not going to be as effective. So you need to provide content, tone, examples, and details. For example, if you wanted to learn about your website, put in the link to your website and it can scan your website and then basically can gather all that information. As a matter of fact, if when I talked earlier in the podcast about 247aisalesagent.com, 247aisalesagent.com, the way that it is able to book appointments and learn is what you have to do is go in and put in your website and other content, and it'll be able to respond to prospective customers that either call or text you, email you, or whatever, and in a way that actually allows that system to set appointments for you, answer questions for you, act as a real life, not quite, but almost just like a real life person, a salesperson. So instead of being able or having to spend a whole lot of money on a new employee, you have to let AI learn basically what it needs to so it can actually help you. So number 4, information. Give AI the data it needs. For example, my audience is new entrepreneurs between the ages of, say, 25 and 45 who want to leave corporate America. Another example could be my tone should be motivational and educational like a business coach. Or it can include a call to action to visit blackentrepreneurBlueprint.com, whatever. But when you give AI the right information, it delivers the output that matches your voice, your mission, and your goals. So here's a tip. Think of AI like an employee on day one, right? The more onboarding you give it, the faster it performs at higher levels. And that's super important because the more content it has to pull from, the more information it has, the better it's going to be able to respond to people that have questions. So once again, the 4-part AI prompt framework is number 1, role, number 2, goal, number 3, task, and number 4, information. So let me just give you an example of a perfect AI prompt using the framework. And I kind of used some of this before, but here we go. Act as a master copywriter who specializes in creating persuasive email funnels. That's the role. My goal is to convert free subscribers into paying customers for my $7 Tripwire offer. That is the goal. Write a 3-part email sequence that builds trust and creates urgency to buy. That is the task. My brand voice is conversational, motivational, and rooted in entrepreneurship. Each email should be under 300 words and end with a call to action to purchase the Tripwire offer. Okay, that's information. All right. And I would also give it my website, my frequently asked questions, anything that can build up the actual content knowledge of the software. Okay. So now AI understands who's it speaking to, what success looks like to you, what to deliver, and how to deliver it. So the bottom line, guys, is AI isn't magic. It's a mirror, right? It actually reflects what you put into it. The content that you give it is going to be what happens when it spits it out. Once again, garbage in equals garbage out. Now, before I get to the last segment of the show, guys, let me just share my social media contact information and resource links. So I mentioned at the top of the show, guys, if you are in any type of business and you are missing calls, that means you're missing opportunities. Go to 247aisalesagent.com for more information about this amazing sales agent that actually is a 7-in-1 agent. It answers your phone calls, SMS text, website live chat, email, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and you'll be able to not just answer people, but you can book appointments or send them to whatever your call to action is. And we'll talk about that in the last segment real quick. Also, don't forget to utilize the website, blackentrepreneurBlueprint.com. Hit the Learn tab with the drop down and search and utilize all the free information and resources that we have. Now, if you want to get in touch with me, guys, anything long, hit me on my email, jjones@blackentrepreneurBlueprint.com, JAYJONES at blackentrepreneurBlueprint.com, Facebook, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, Instagram, I have several IG accounts. The main one is J Jones for real, JAYJONES, the number 4 REAL. Second one is Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. And the third one is Be Smart by Black. So those are my 3 IG accounts. Don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. Just go to LinkedIn, type in J Jones, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Follow me there. Also, YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel because we have additional content on YouTube that is not on the show. So make sure you go to YouTube, type in Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, hit that subscribe button. And also Twitter or X. My handle is JJones001, JAYJONES 001. Now, for all you first-time listeners, we drop a new episode every Monday morning, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on all your major podcast platforms and YouTube. So wherever you're watching this or listening to this, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you'll be alerted for the new episode. Now, let's get back to the show in the last segment. You know, everybody is talking about AI and being able to leverage AI, but you got to do more than talk about it. So I was actually meeting with one of my coaching students about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and he's actually in the lawn care business. And he was telling me that, man, he's out there cutting grass, doesn't have a big business. He has, I think, 5 to 6 employees. But while he's out there working, it's hard for him to respond to people that call that have questions or are looking for a new landscaper. And so he was like, man, I'm losing business because what do most people do? Unless you've been referred to somebody, you're going to keep going down the list. I remember I had an emergency dental issue one time. Called my dentist, nobody picked up. Called another dentist, nobody picked up. And finally, on the third try, I found the dentist and I had to go in. I had a cracked tooth. And I went in there and probably with the insurance, it probably was a $2,000, $3,000 job. But the reason I didn't go to my personal dentist is because nobody answered the phone. It kept going to voicemail. Now, with 24/7 AI sales agent, it can actually book appointments. It can connect with your calendar. So if my lawn guy, wasn't able to pick up the phone, the AI sales agent would pick up the phone, would ask them, what the questions do they have? How can I help you? Oh, I'm interested in getting my grass cut. I want to be a new client. Okay, great. We can book you for a call, or we can book you to start cutting your grass at whatever date and time or whatever you need to. So this is the benefit, guys, of leveraging AI, especially if you can't answer the phone. So when you miss opportunities for making money. Just like my dentist did. I've called, I can't even count, my garage door guy, right? I have a garage door that has a mind of its own. And when it gets cold, a lot of times it doesn't close. You have to go and fiddle with it. And so I'm calling I'm calling my guy. Nobody's picking up. Nobody's returning calls. Nobody's scheduling an appointment. So finally, I go down the list, and about 5 or 6 garage door guys later, I get somebody, comes out, fixes the garage door. It was a quick $75. The guy actually, he said, was in the neighborhood. He picked the phone up, or he had a receptionist that picked the phone up. So you want to get people when they are most likely to purchase. So when somebody takes the time to call or whatever, or reach out, that's a high intent lead. But if nobody is there to respond, to give them an answer or answer questions or whatever, guess what? They're going on to the next one. And so for any type of business that is losing calls, that's not able to take calls, and the beauty about 24/7 AI sales agent, it works 24/7. Somebody could call you at midnight and it would book an appointment. It could be the next morning. So regardless of what type of business you have, if you want to get people booked, if you want to answer questions, I'm not going to tell you it's as great as a live person. Now, I will say this. If you got a bad person answering the phone that doesn't know a damn thing, yeah, it's going to be better than that, because it's going to work off of the content and the information that you give it to work off of. But it's not quite as good as a salesperson, but they're not calling out sick. It doesn't cost, but what, $25 a day for whatever. It's not even that much. I think it's like $400 a month for you to have a 24/7 AI sales agent, $497 to be exact. You don't have to do any of the setup or anything. So if you're interested, go to 247aisalesagent.com. There's all types of information on there. It's a great website. Check it out. And this way, as opposed to hiring somebody, especially if you're in the service business and you can't pick up the phone, you always want to be able to connect with people. It will grab their name, email address, phone number. It can book appointments directly through your calendar. It can actually even sell things for you. And the beauty of it is, it's like a 7-in-1 AI sales agent. So it doesn't matter if they call on the phone, if they text you, if they go to your website, you can attach it to your live chat. Email can respond to Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. And there's no additional cost to that. So once you set up this 24/7 AI sales agent, it connects to everything that you have. And it pulls content from your website and any other sources of information that you want to send it. So basically, the more information you have, the smarter the AI sales agent becomes, because now it's pulling information. And it's very conversational. You ask it a question. Hey, I'm interested in getting my grass cut. Okay, great. What's your name, email address, and phone number? What's a good time to set up an appointment or a call? Whatever your call to action is. You can send people to a webinar. You can book an appointment right there. Just imagine if you're a insurance agent or a financial advisor and you're doing marketing and somebody calls in after hours, or say you're in an appointment and you can't get to the phone. The 247aisalesagent.com can actually schedule an appointment for you and look at your calendar so you don't miss out. It can do other calls to action. I set this thing up on one of my businesses and it is amazing. So make sure you go to 247aisalesagent.com for more information. Now, before we close it on out, guys, I say this each and every week. We get more and more downloads because of you, the BEB family. I appreciate you guys so much. Please continue to spread the word about the podcast, the blog, the books, the whole online courses, all the ecosystem designed to help you elevate your entrepreneur IQ. Remember, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us. It's about building an economic power base in the worldwide Black community by building and supporting Black-owned businesses. Love you guys. See you same time next week. Peace.